It's a Small World and the Little Mermaid ride.
Oh,
because
the Little Mermaid ride.
because my friend Gino loves the Little Mermaid, and I just wanted to make him happy. So we went to go on the Little Mermaid, and I am angrily singing "Poor Unfortunate Souls" to the point that the parents with their children next to me are scowling at me. Like I'm in a just like "Poor Unfortunate Souls." Sing that song, girl.
Back to wrestling somehow. Alex says Kenny Omega going back to WWE.
What's the development? Kenny Omega was in development for like
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah. I think it would be interesting to see him. He would be good.
There was a random, that's right. There is a random Kenny Omega match that they pulled out, in Hidden Gems like months ago.
Yeah, because he started getting popular, and they're like, "Hey, let's get that money."
Hey, that's what you do.
We had him.
Well, that's what you do with wrestling catalogs.
Yeah.
Go to Unity Wrestling Network.
That's right. Go check out our YouTube.
Watch that stuff.
Now who
Watch
Wardlow
the
is.
Wardlow
It's award winning.
Yes, it is.
Award winning. There's Emmys.
Yes, it
that's
is.
Theirs, not mine.
Yes, it is. Anyways, with that, hey, Survivor Series is this weekend.
Hey.
Hey, wrestling.
There's actually some exciting matches in there.
Are there?
Yeah,
I don't
there
know.
is.
But, and as Mike will say, but they don't mean anything.
Who cares? Like I would rather watch a Nakamura, Styles and Strong match than a Bobby Lashley Rusev match right now.
Yeah, but the
True.
fun part is that match is going to be on the pre-show, and Lashley versus Rusev will be on the main card. This is how it works. Nakamura is always on the pre-show.
I'm a wait. You know what, man? I've said this many times. I don't care if it's on the pre-show at this point. There's some killer stuff that's been happening in the pre-show. Remember, kickoff shows gave us WLC.
Oh yeah.
And I want to point out, by the way, sidebar. I want to point out that at one point we talked about what if there was a WLC match and could we book the main event in it? And I messaged the main event and they said, I don't know what that is, but we'll do it. And by the way, thanks to events this past weekend having to do with that MMA shoot, we now own a 4-foot ladder.
I'm climbing that 4-foot ladder.
So,
happen.
my
Make it
dream
happen.
of having the main event participate in a WLC match, which apparently will also involve Ronnie Starks, who we already know that they can throw really high.
I'll do it, man.
So, if some promotion would like to borrow my 4-foot ladder in the main event
Black Diamond.
for this idea, Black Diamond, Rick,
I want to
Rick,
see it with the
Rick.
I want to see it with the pyro.
There you go.
Wheeling out this 4-foot ladder with fire going on the sides of it would be outstanding.
Yes.
There's a
Fantastic.
WLC match
All great
inside
ideas.
of the blue cage with.
No, we can't have pyro around the blue
Christmas
cage
lights
because it's
around
made of wood.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We can do it on the ramp. That's fine.
You
Just
can
put
bring
it
out
out there.
sparklers. It's cool.
Bring out the sparklers. Have like the old Elimination Chamber song that we used to play. The dun 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 dun. As it's being wheeled. As it's just wheeled into the cage.
No. If there's any music that should be played at any wrestling show, it's the song from the NWA Power intro.
Yikes.
Because it's so great and
Yes.
so 80s. It's Into the Fire. Come on, guys.
Okay, I'm down for
Come
it. Yeah.
on.
Book it. Book it.
Book it.
Book it.
Okay.
Book that band.
So this is how I die, huh?
This is yeah. Well, you did survive War Games, so
That's the best.
there was a post. There's a post with Becky Lynch. She cut an interview on her 3-way match with Shayna Baszler and Bayley, which sounds amazing. By
It
the way,
does sound amazing,
like
yeah.
it's like this is gonna be. If you love 3-ways in wrestling,
Okay.
Oh man, you took that joke right away from me so quick.
that's right. Trying to get ahead of it. Then you're gonna love Survivor Series. It's like. Because that's what all night is going to be, right? I guess we have a couple singles main titles happening. We have, I believe,
Is Adam Cole's title on the line at Survivor Series or is it at War Games? I think it's on.
I don't think it is.
I think it's on the line at Survivor Series.
is it?
Yeah, and
He's
they're
doing
doing
War Games.
Killian Dane, whatever Punishment Martinez's new name is, and Pete Dunne are doing a triple threat at the next.
Damian
It's either
Priest.
at War Games or the next NXT, and they'll be competing for the NXT title at.
That is the thing, because everybody's on TV and everybody's on TV, everybody's on each other's shows, and we have 2 shows coming on that weekend. And if it is an NXT person involved, I cannot remember who's in what. Is where we're at right now. I just know there's a bunch of shit I want to watch, and it's all kind of meshing together. Let's see, ladder match to determine War Games advantage. That's Dijakovic.
Yes.
Yeah, that dude.
Let's see,
Not Dijak. That's Jukovic.
The
The
Gugagovic.
The Gugakovic? That's a weird way
Donovan
to say
Gobbledygooker.
that.
Yes.
we call him the Goog for short.
We're all tight. We're on a first name basis with him. That's cool.
The best is, whenever he gets called up, he's just going to be a Dijakovic.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be horrible. Jeez.
And the reason why they extended his name for no reason.
I don't know. Mustafa got his first name back.
Oh, he did?
Because he got on CBS
Yeah.
News or something?
Yeah.
Is that why?
And they gave him, and he got his first name
God,
back.
and I remember him being here for Super Indy, and it's back when he did the old, stereotypes gimmick.
The old,
Yeah.
that gimmick.
Yeah, and even like seeing him then, it was like, wow, that guy's really good. But man, we've just been through this with Davari and
Muhammad
and
Hassan.
Muhammad Hassan and everything.
Which was the greatest heel to ever live. I don't care what anybody says. Muhammad Hassan was the
100%
greatest
agree.
heel to ever live.
100% agree.
he was good, unfortunately, too good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were good until the Mask Guys came out, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
that's just like,
Now he's a high school principal, so it's,
yeah. Hey, you know what? Things worked out for him.
Hey, good for him.
You know,
Good for.
You think students
Good for
still
Muhammad
chant
Hassan.
USA at him just out of spite?
I hope so.
Like he sends it attention, they just go, no, this is America, USA, and they start chanting at him, and he has flashbacks, dare I say PTSD, of his time of being tossed out of the ring.
there's plenty of
by the
people.
entire roster.
There's plenty of people that can talk about PTSD from being in WWE. I mean, think about. I do remember when Dave Lagana, Chris DeJoseph, and a couple other guys had a podcast after they all left. I'm just like, oh, this is just recovery for you guys, isn't it? It was the greatest thing. It might be still out there. It was the We Want Wrestling.
Oh yeah,
Back when
yeah.
they did the hashtag and everything. And it was tremendous, and you can kind of tell a little bit when you talk to them now too, So I think anybody that's worked in wrestling has a little bit of PTSD from the experience, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So or live production.
Or oh my God, don't even get me started.
I know. I'm sure we can swap some stories.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know. What do I need to say? I don't want to do a card rundown on this because it's confusing and I can't find a good list even on their own website.
Do we miss the old Survivor Series format?
So here's the thing. I was thinking about that today because we do, right? But to me, that has been dead since 1991. You killed it for me when you had Hogan versus Taker. Because to me, it was like, and granted, this is going back to 10-year-old me that was singing the Marsupilami song. But, it was like, oh, yeah, this is this show. This is this kind of show, and you can't have anything else there, right? This is always this format. The Royal Rumbles always last on that show, and then they changed it when they decided to blow up the ring that one time.
Like, you had the Ultimate Survivor.
Yes. You had an Ultimate Survivor match, right?
Yes.
So, and now it's this, and now it's like Becky Lynch doesn't even, it says there's not even any real stakes to this. There is nothing, there is no, another podcast was saying somewhere like, what if, the team that won the night got number 30 at the Rumble or the main event spot at Mania or something
That
like
would be
that.
smart.
I'm like,
They killed it.
yes.
Then
they
that would
killed
have been
that
a
whole
bragging
format.
rights, though.
Yeah, I was about to say they killed that whole format with bragging rights
Yeah.
because they started doing the Survivor Series styles matches on that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they actually had stakes with that where they got picks for the draft.
Yeah.
So
And then it went away, and then when they're trying to describe how great this is, they literally say the word bragging rights, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, whatever. It's like,
But I mean, you had those moments where it was a big storyline related, but then you also had like the Doinks versus the Lawlers.
yes, yes,
You had
Yes.
the Bushwhackers and Men on a Mission dressed as Doink.
Yes.
I'm still mad I never got a Deadlies versus Heart Foundation in a Survivor Series
Ooh,
match.
that would have been nice.
I would have
Oh,
loved
yeah.
that. Like the original ECW crew of the Deadlies, like versus the Heart Foundation would have been an outstanding Survivor Series match.
Jeez.
Like if there's ever dream matches, that would have been a dream match.
We are getting, well, that may not be a special anymore. We are getting 2 War Games matches
Nice.
That's true.
with a women's War Games.
That's gonna be ridiculous.
It's gonna be nuts. I still love that. Like NXT will still take that. Hey, we're gonna do the double ring setup. It sucks on a production side. It looks weird, and the cameras are like missing. Like
When they're swapping the rings,
yeah, when they're swapping the rings and everything. So it so hey, let's just have more of the show be those rings. So hey, it's a partial problem solved. So I mean, and that's kind of I think that's really going to become the real star of Survivor Series. It has been the last couple of years. And I mean, to the point where I'm going to make sure when we do this Survivor Series party, I'm going to figure out what the time. I'm going to do the math, and we're going to be like, hey, anybody that wants to come in like at 2:00 or whatever, we're going to watch that. You know,
That's smart.
'cause,
Yeah.
most people I know are at indie shows. I mean, we are.
Yeah,
we're going to be on
exactly.
Saturday night. So you know, and you got to watch it. Just avoid your social media Saturday night after the shows, and obviously plenty of you guys will be putting it out there. So some really good stuff there.
Do you think that the dying down of the Survivor Series match could also be attributed to the same factor of Money in the Bank being dialed down too? Because I
Yes.
miss when Money in the Bank was just a WrestleMania only exclusive match.
I liked that it became like a Royal Rumble, like another Royal Rumble event to me, because like Royal Rumble was anybody can win this, anybody has a chance to get this. Money in the Bank became anybody can get this, anybody has a chance to do this. Like
I like. Go ahead, Sorg.
and just I think when we I can't tell if I like, and again we're back to brand split, so who knows what they're going to do next year with it, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When we started naming pay-per-views, the matches,
Yes, like Fatal 4-Way
that
and
everything,
TLC.
everything, including the Royal Rumble, to a certain extent, even though it's still really good, it got watered down a lot because you have Elimination Chamber, you have Hell in a Cell, you have all these pay-per-views that have gimmick matches in that water down things like the Money in the Bank or the Royal Rumble or
Tables,
Survivor
ladders,
Series.
and chairs.
Tables,
And
ladders, and chairs.
And stairs.
And stairs and
And mini
bears
ladders and
and-
bears and oh my.
oh my.
I agree with you. Like I have a problem with it when like, hey, we're gonna have a Hell in a Cell match because we happen to have this pay-per-view sitting over here called Hell in a Cell, and
Yeah,
it's
that's the best part.
and it's the beginning of a feud.
like the
you
best
know,
part
like
about
that-
that is every Hell in a Cell match starts with either somebody coming into the ring or the match spills out into the crowd. And how are they going to keep everything contained?
Yep.
Oh wait, the pay-per-view is called Hell in a Cell, so they're going to keep everybody in the cell.
Right.
I want a Punjabi prison match pay-per-view.
Where's my Punjabi prison pay-per-view?
Thank
Bring
you.
it back.
Yeah, Riz is on this.
I'm
Bring
on
it
it.
back.
Riz is Great Khali's #1 fan, of course.
World's largest.
Somebody
cop.
get Black Diamond on the phone.
That's right.
Don't put it past Rick. He'll do it.
Only if Zeke Mercer is allowed to be the first participant.
Oh yes.
Yes.
It's the only way
And the
I'll
Great
accept
Khali
it.
is the second one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people have heard. I think he's done it on the show. Well, hey, Zeke just got booked for 2 weeks from tonight. So
Good. Good.
Wait, I thought you said no, Sorg.
no, I said no to the first thing he
No.
asked. Yeah,
I love
he was like, "Can I come on the Indie Mayhem show next year?" And I said no.
Oh, I shared the shit out of that.
Sat for like 2 minutes and then said, we talked about this before the show. Sat for a few minutes and said, "Hey, I have December 3rd open if you want it." On the main show, not Indie Mayhem show. Is not what he asked for, which is true. I don't want him on Indie Mayhem show again. until you know he wins an Emmy or something.
Can I come and crash it?
If you want, I don't.
Yes.
Yes, show up, hit him with an Emmy, leave. It'll be great. It'll be great podcasting.
I'll be like, sorry,
Show
Zeke,
up,
this is
hit
my
him-
show
hit him
now.
with the Emmy and just take over the show.
Like, yeah, I'm totally Zeke.
Yeah.
Hashtag Zeke Squad. That's why I just put
Hashtag
Zeke.
Zeke Squad,
I just
yeah.
put hashtag Zeke Squad.
I
So he
just
can
want
bring it
Zeke
over
to do
once.
that gimmick.
What's that?
I just want Zeke to do that gimmick we were talking about.
Oh, that other one. The other one. We can't. Yeah. We
It'll
put it
be
out in
money.
the world. I don't want to put it out in the world because I want people to be surprised when it comes.
Nice.
Yeah.
The world.
The world. I mean, there's the world, and then there's the world.
Ooh.
Like right now, we're in the
Zawardo.
world. And
We're
then-
currently in the flat world, but then there's a whole entire world.
Yes. Yeah.
I like the JoJo world.
It's the upset. The what?
The JoJo's
The
world.
JoJo.
The Zawardo. It's a JoJo's reference. You can look it up. It's good.
What was that? JoJo's Great Adventure
Yes,
or something?
Bizarre Adventure,
Bizarre
yes.
Adventure. Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Oh,
I'm so
boy.
glad it's making a comeback.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's ridiculous.
I'm sad Cowboy Bebop got delayed. But I have accidentally got Hulu for a month, so I'm watching some Cowboy Bebop right now. So, I don't know
Good
why I
man,
just don't
good
buy
man.
this thing on digital to watch whenever I want. Like, I should. Like, why don't I? It's my favorite damn anime ever. So, I don't know. It's a lot easier to collect the full thing than Dragon Ball Z, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
Guys! Girls in the chat room. Guys and girls in the chat room.
Hello.
I'm trying to be inclusive because it's the theme of the week.
Ladies, I'm single.
It
Hashtag
is
date
the theme of the
Ronnie.
week, yeah.
What's that?
Ladies, I'm single. All the ladies in the chat room. Hashtag date
Hashtag
Ronnie.
date Ronnie. That's not what I was trying to get to. We're not at that part of the show.
I also concur. Date Ronnie.
Thanks, buddy.
Hashtag Date Ronnie Squad.
What did you learn from pro wrestling this week?
There
learned
are a
that
lot
nothing-
of stupid people.
What's that?
There are a lot of stupid people.
Jim Cornette.
From
Yes,
mm.
from Jim Cornette to there's just a lot of stupid people.
side of that, apparently we haven't learned.
No, we
Yeah.
have not.
Yeah.
But hey, it's whatevs.
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Ronnie, what'd you learn?
Well, nothing good.
You learned you get to manage me.
Oh, that's good. No, that's
Yeah,
good.
you get to carry an Emmy.
I'm excited about the Emmy. I'm literally gonna like
Now,
cradle it. I'll be like, oh, they
No,
love
now,
me. They love
question
me.
about that.
Yeah.
Does he have to wear the gloves so he doesn't get fingerprints on it?
Oh.
I mean,
No,
I can
no.
get a
Ronnie's clean.
Okay.
Ronnie's clean. Whenever anybody else wants to touch it, I don't let them.
Ronnie's a clean one.
Yeah.
Riz, what about you?
I learned that the best way to enjoy a Rusev and Lana and Bobby Lashley promo is with a amazing Grand Slam from Denny's.
What? Did we get a new
You-
sponsor I don't know about? What's going on?
Dude, we're sponsored by the
Yeah, we're
Grand Slam
sponsored by
of them
Denny's
all.
now.
I'll be very
I did-
excited. I
Go
want
with
pancakes.
Denny's.
No, you didn't see the promo that sponsored the entire segment last night?
No.
It was Denny's.
Oh my god.
And everybody on the internet's blew up.
Because when I'm going through a bad breakup, the last thing I want is a Grand Slam from Denny's.
Yeah.
It'll cure all your sadness when the pancakes
Jeez.
reach your lips
Yes.
and the eggs are just dippy enough. All
Don't
your
forget
medical
the moons
problems
over
will be
Miami.
gone. I'll give Denny's some play. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
I'll do a commercial for them.
Like it's.
I
the-
mean, it's not like half their menu is just straight trash, anyways.
Yes, it is.
hey, Denny's is our go-to after like every wrestling
I-
show.
Because our shows usually end around like 1:00. and
Yeah.
we're
Well,
really hungry by
we
then.
were really interested in getting some real food after the MMA show in like Fletcher, North Carolina, and then we're like,
You went to Denny's.
oh God, there's nothing open but Denny's. We're just doing this again, aren't we?
Oh,
a
we
North
are.
Carolinian Denny's.
Oh, it was an
that guy-
experience. Now,
Is
also,
this brother?
Shoney's in West Virginia was another kind of experience.
Oh,
Whoa.
is that the one? Is that one owned by?
No, he owns ones in Georgia. Scott Steiner owns
Oh.
ones in Georgia. Okay,
it's not the
everybody,
same.
everybody asked me if it's the one. I was like, no, I don't think he owns the one in the middle of
That's not the same,
a
then.
rest stop in Princeton, West Virginia. Okay, I don't
You
think
needed
that's
to
the
go
deal.
to Georgia
Although,
to get the Shoney's
although
experience,
every
George.
time we found a Shoney's in West Virginia, there was also a Southern Exposure strip joint.
Why?
Oh.
I don't know, but
Oh.
it was noticeable.
Do they have a partnership?
That's what we think.
Free eggs and a lap dance?
It's kind of like every time you see that gas station that's outside in the parking lot to Rise, there's also a Burger King.
Oh,
it's like a
yes.
franchise pairing of some sort,
Mhm.
maybe.
That has the little
Right,
Caesars inside it. Yeah.
There's a little Caesars
Sort-
inside it, right.
I don't know if it's me being half tired or half awake, but now all I can imagine is the Denny's lady at that club.
Oh no!